talking about your net worth, and also you remember when you said you have to judge your character. There was another controversy around you, and the controversy was that after your brother died, was it you took part of his property and denied his kids? There was a property
I've heard about that. I've heard about that, but it's totally twisted in terms of truth. It's not true. When my brother died, I was actually his lawyer. And I had, apart from managing his election campaigns, we were very close. I was a lawyer in the family, so I used to do a lot in terms of handling his legal issues, the properties he purchased, and his estate.
Yeah.
And I used to work with Dr. John Hamino. As I said, we've been very close.
Okay.
And when this matter came up, I think it started with the matter of the briefcase. When my brother died, I was with him in London. I stayed with him during, his treatment at the Royal Free Hospital in London. So after he died, we came back. Then there was talk of money being in the briefcase. There was talk of succession and a lot of stories. But, all those were managed. Eventually, his estate, of course, the matter went to court.
Yeah.
He had 5 children, the youngest being Chichi. This one was the one he got with his late wife, Yvonne.
Okay.
So the issue arose as to how they would then share the estate. So these are matters in court. And when the matter went to court, I had to get another, after my brother died. Now, I could not act for these children or against those children.
Yeah.
So I had to pull back and hand over the case now to another lawyer. And my position, apart from being the family lawyer, was also the uncle who was closest to Mike. And my position to the lawyer was that these are all Mike's children. They must be treated equally, and they must share the estate of their father equally. So that is what caused the problem, because the younger one felt I had taken sides with the others, and they issued some statements about me, and which were not true, because I have my own estate, I have my own property. This was my brother's estate. So what I did, I pulled back, and I handed over the matter to the lawyer. So a lot of my political opponents keep using that clip of, the children who are fighting. Because when they issued that statement, the younger one, the elders, they met and also issued another statement. But what they do is that they only use the one of the younger one. They never use the one of the older children who came out to clarify that, Uncle Eugene has nothing, no interest in this estate. It is about us sharing the estate amongst ourselves. And the matter went to court, and the Justice Muchelule issued a ruling on the matter. And his position was that all the children and all beneficiaries should share the estate equally.
Okay.
So as we speak, the matter is, I think there was an appeal. So we are waiting for that appeal to come out. And for me, my only interest would be that no child of my brother is disinherited. They all get their rightful share of their father's estate. That's the only interest I have in the matter, not in my brother's property or estate. I have my own.
How big was the estate? How much was it worth?
Well, I think the biggest was the property in Nairobi, which is about 500 million or so.
Okay.
And then the properties in Kitale, the houses and the farms, I think that would come to almost 200 million or so.
Okay.
So the fight was really on the Nairobi property that was claimed by one against the others, because it is the biggest part of the estate. So if that went to one, then the others will be disinherited. They have very little to share amongst themselves. So that was the only interest I had in the matter. for an equitable share of that estate. I believe once the Court of Appeal makes a ruling, I'll be vindicated. So for my opponents who have been dragging my name through the mud, that, you stole your brother's children's property, you didn't know it's the property of my late brother is an estate protected by the law. Go to the court and find out. As for Amala Kijana's estate case, it's an open file, and they'll get the truth there. So they should not drag my name into it.
But this is now 20 years later. So
Yes,
this case
yes, yes. But of
has
course,
dragged on.
you know the way it works in politics. When someone wants to attack you, they try to look for any dirt. So there's been a lot of mudslinging. Throw this at you, throw that. But I'm happy. I've never talked about it. I've never found the need to defend myself, because the truth will come out. And like the Bible says, for the truth shall set you free. When the Court of Appeal rules, everybody would know that the estate of Wamalwa comprises this and that property. The beneficiaries of the estate are so and so, and the shares are this much. They will never find Eugene Wamalwa'S name there as a beneficiary, or any property that was lost to him or taken by him. So the truth will come out. Yes.
Okay. And so by the time she was passing away, how was your relationship with your sister-in-law?
Oh, no, it was very okay. It was very okay. And the day she passed on, she was in Nanyuki. I was alerted, and we brought her body to Nairobi. And we had a very beautiful service for her at Consolata Shrine. And we went and buried a home besides my brother. Yes, we had a good relationship. Of course, there had been challenges during the funeral, of course, but we managed to sort out the issues. And whatever issues remain are all legal matters that I can't do much about.
Okay.
Because there are those who blame me, you are not doing this for the children. They are all adults. They're all over 20. They are all entitled to their shares according to the laws of Kenya. And the succession laws are very, very clear in Kenya. So I cannot interfere or favor or disinherit any one of them. I only want them to have their rightful shares of their father's estate. I'll be very happy when that matter rests, because it has really been used to soil my name. Yes.
And also, do they look at the other side where a legal case that has dragged on for 20 years, the lawyer must be smiling, like the lawyers must be smiling, so they are going to take a very big chunk of the estate again. So like
Yes,
you'd rather
we had
settle
tried.
it.
We had tried to bring them together. It's a matter that could easily have been settled, but of course they did not. They disagreed. So that is how we now left it to the lawyers to pursue it legally. But as the uncles, we tried. And in fact, there's a time they got an injunction against us to stop us. So we said, okay, let's leave it to the lawyers. So let the law take its course. I believe in the matter of my late brother's estate, justice will be done, and we will be vindicated. So my political opponents, tafuta kitu ingine.
So kama ni nyumba, kuna mtu anaishi kwa hiyo nyumba saizi? Ama ni
Yes.
one of them?
Yes.
Oh, see,
That is where Yvonne stayed with Chichi and Eric, the younger ones. Then the older ones have their own apartments. Yes.
Oh,
and Jabali is in Copenhagen. He's married, and he's working in Copenhagen, in Denmark.
Oh, so maybe nile songoni find us keepers since I think maybe that's the